High on the side of a misty mountain stood the legendary Wizard Academy, its tall spires glowing in the morning sun. This was where Lyran, a young apprentice with messy brown hair and restless blue eyes, spent most of his days, usually daydreaming. One morning, inside the grand lecture hall, Lyran's attention drifted away from Master Alara's lesson. Bored, he secretly conjured a tiny illusionary butterfly, shimmering beautifully, until it fizzled into a puff of sparkles over his desk. Master Alara paused mid-sentence, giving him that familiar look, a mix of disappointment and quiet hope. Later, in the academy courtyard, Lyran spotted a large poster, the Annual Magic Tournament. His heart fluttered. He imagined the crowd cheering, his spells dazzling the arena. Someday, that could be me. But when Master Alara gently suggested he needed stronger fundamentals first, Lyran crossed his arms and frowned. Fundamentals were boring. The spellbook he held, even its title, Fundamental Charms, made him sigh. Still, Alara's warm, patient smile softened him. Lyran gave a reluctant nod. That evening, sunlight poured into his tiny room as he opened the basic spellbook. He wasn't thrilled, but he tried. His first levitation attempt lifted a feather, barely. It wobbled like a drunk insect. Days passed. The wobble became steadier, then smoother, then graceful. Soon, Lyran could guide the feather around him with quiet confidence. He learned a simple light spell next, at first just a flicker, but eventually a warm, steady orb that glowed between his palms. He stared at it in awe. Was that really me? While other apprentices played tricks and slacked off in the courtyard, Lyran found a quiet corner and practiced water manipulation. His first whirlpool was clumsy, but soon he could form a perfect, tiny spinning vortex in a bowl of water. His heart swelled with pride. He spent more time in the library, moving through aisles of towering shelves. With one hand, he levitated heavy stacks of books and arranged them neatly on a high shelf, completely unaware that Master Alara watched from a distance with a proud, quiet smile. As the tournament neared, chaos erupted across the academy. Students panicked, cramming spells at the last minute, setting their eyebrows on fire, dropping cauldrons, shrinking their own robes by accident. But Lyran moved with calm intention. He traced glowing runes in the air, forming a stable, translucent energy shield, steady, smooth, unwavering. And finally the night arrived. Lyran stood by his window, looking down at the moonlit arena. Instead of fear, he felt a calm determination settle in his chest. The arena roared with cheers as he stepped inside. Across from him, his nervous opponent wiped sweat from his forehead. Lyran breathed deeply. In the first trial, he conjured fire and water sprites, vibrant and alive, dancing around him with perfect control. His opponent's sprites sputtered and faded. Next, he transformed a simple rock into a sparkling crystal swan. Another apprentice attempted the same spell, but ended up producing a lumpy, misshapen pigeon, drawing laughter from the crowd. Then came the final challenge. A magical orb unleashed a powerful energy blast. Apprentices had to create a shield strong enough to withstand it. Lyran watched his opponent's flashy, brittle barrier shatter instantly. Then it was his turn. He closed his eyes. He remembered the feather, the light spell, the tiny whirlpool, the hours alone, practicing fundamentals. His shield formed, smooth, glowing, unwavering. The blast hit. The barrier held. When the light faded, the arena erupted. Master Valara stood in a crowd, applauding with a smile full of pride. Lyran was awarded the Golden Champion's trophy. Magical confetti rained over him as he raised it high, beaming brighter than any spell he'd ever cast. Later, he looked up at the sky, trophy held close, feeling something he'd never felt before: understanding. It wasn't talent that won the tournament. It was discipline. It was practice. It was refusing to give up when everything felt slow and boring. And from that day on, Lyran was no longer just a daydreaming student. He was a wizard who knew how to grow. If this story has touched your heart, don't let the journey end here. Come back and listen to the stories in this collection again and again. Let each message gently sink into your subconscious, becoming a part of you, guiding you toward bigger dreams and small, steady steps every day. And if you believe in growth, hope, and the power to change your life, hit like, share, and subscribe. Your small action today could spread inspiration to thousands of others, people who are also searching for light and motivation to bring their dreams to life. This is Daily Wisdom Stories, where small stories plant seeds of inner awakening. See you in the next chapters of this journey.